Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Most time we do the verse at the end of the video, but today we're going to be putting it at the beginning of the video. Just something new. But today it comes all the way from Psalms 37 verse 4. So it says, "Delight yourself also in the Lord, and he shall give you the desires of your heart." So basically what he is saying is, please yourself, make yourself happy with him, and you will receive the things that you enjoy, the things that make you happy. And trust me, whenever you start making yourself happy with him and not being embarrassed, you will see it come true. So, alright, so we're gonna go over the top 5 bass fishing baits for March. I know everybody does this, but I ain't got no video to post, so let's go. Number 1 is really a bait that's been working for me here lately. So let's go hop right into it. This really isn't the same lure, you could say, but they're kind of sort of the same. So the first one is the OG Tiny 4. Okay, and this exact color has been tearing them up. This exact size, exact color, exact everything has been killing the bass. Not killing them, but you get what I'm saying. But that orange body, how it's bright down there, has been tearing them up in clear water. But then you got something like this, which is just the opposite and really loud, which this one is silent. Which they both got their own variables, right? I don't know who makes this or where it even came from. Okay, but then don't forget about your shad colored baits too. They come in very handy this month also, and your little bit darker crawdad baits too. So then on to bait number 2, which is honestly probably one of my all-time favorite baits. We'll go ahead and get into it. That is a jig. This is the month to throw a jig. This is not really my ideal color. This is just the jig I had in my box, so this jig is more or less like, I don't know, a jig I guess you could just throw whenever you get bored, I guess, like I do. But I would more or less throw like a green pumpkin. But this is a swim jig, so I'm not a big fan of swim jigs. But you throw either a green pumpkin, or you can go to a black and blue if the water gets darker. If the water's clear, throw a green pumpkin. Or even if the water's super clear, throw a white chartreuse. Okay. Bait number 3. You know what? We'll get it over with. A rattle trap or lipless crank. Okay. There's a bunch of varieties of rattle traps or lipless crankbaits that you can do, but we're just gonna go with this one. But I personally like the 13 fishing rattle trap, but it's very expensive. Then we've got this one for now. It's got bright orange on bottom, a little bit darker right here, then it goes to black, which this time of year in March, the bass will tear it up. Okay. Then, like I'm saying, don't forget about these shad colored baits, dude. It will tear them up. So do not forget about them. We'll save that one for last. This one is my favorite bait of all time. We'll do this one. This jerk baits, you can go 2 different routes this month. You can either start off really weird, like yellow and red, like this Rapala jerkbait, or you can stick to it normal and do a shad pattern jerkbait like this Guggen Squad Scout Junior. Okay, or you can do this one. I don't know who makes this one, but it's a very pretty jerkbait. Okay, it really is. Yeah, I'm missing the barb on this hook. I gotta replace it, but The action is great. It's an amazing little jerkbait. But don't miss out on a jerkbait bite this month. You can fish them a little bit faster again. You go twitch, twitch, pause, or like you're never stopping. It's a little bit different. I mean, if you want, I can leave a video on how to fish on this month, because jerkbait fishing is legitly my thing, dude. I love jerkbait fishing, and if y'all want a tip on how to fish a jerkbait, let me know. But we're gonna have a lot more videos coming out very, very soon. So the last bait for the month of March is kind of 2 on this one. So let's get right into it. Let me see if there's a different color. There is. Okay, so spinner baits. We've got 2. Okay. This one is more or less my favorite one for this time of month. It's got 2 willow blades on it. And then this one's got a willow and a Colorado, okay? But if they're out here eating like this bait and that other bait, why not throw this one? See if you can get a spinnerbait bite as well, okay? But if they're not and they're only eating shad type of baits, throw this one, see if you can't get a bit on that one. But there's a different variety of baits that people like more than spinner baits, but I'm just not a big fan of, but I know they catch big fish. And that is, actually I got both of them here, and that is a chatterbait and a clickbait. One's made by Z-Man and one's made by Guggen Squad. This one's clear water. This one can be fished in clear water, stained water, however you really want to fish it. So you take your cadence, take your presentation on however you want to fish these baits. But that's the top 5 baits for the month of March. See y'all next time.